It is said that there are two most important days in your life: the day you were born, and then the day you realize the true purpose of your life. The fact that I have just lived for 14 years, people tend to be like, chill, kid, you don't know the struggles of life. Or like, no worries, no responsibility of jobs, no need to feed the family, your life must be great. And I know I still have a long way to go. But let me tell you, through my years of attaining adolescence and transforming into a teenager from a child, I have changed. Or should I say, I realized that the society is noticing me. I remember when I was around 7 years old, my grasp of English, spoken and written, was horrible. I had pathetic reading and writing skills. Still, I had impeccable amount of confidence showing them off in front of others. It was a parent teacher meeting on a sunny Saturday, and I entered the classroom with my mother to pay a visit to my English teacher. My teacher had pointed out the mistakes in my answer sheet to my mother, a very strict person. The teacher must have thought, let's make a life even worse, and asked me, could you tell me the superlatives of the word good? To which I confidently answered at the top of my voice, good, gooder, goodest. I put on a glorious smile to accompany my answer, as if I had just landed on moon. Maybe it was because it was fate, right? My mother had given the most epic deadpan look in the history of mankind, followed by the thoughts of disowning me. Maybe it was because she wanted me to climb up to the expectations my older siblings had set for me. That day, I remember reflecting. What am I doing? I embarrassed my mother. I should be as good as my older siblings, whose achievements were manifold. And from that day onwards, I became very studious. And I started to get very good grades too. That did really make me happy. It was never easy. As a small child, the consequences of my actions never bothered me as long as I could do what I wanted to. But the more I grew up, the more pressure had built around me. I had to prove myself to my family. I had to exceed all the expectations set on me. I remember getting bullied for being a nerd, for being ugly, and for not being perfect. And day after day, I looked into the mirror and I repeated to myself all those things they wanted me to believe in. I hesitated to participate in class. I didn't appreciate my talents. I simply was living to meet to the expectations of others. I had no self-confidence. I heard discouraging words that you're so incompetent. Do you even have anything you're good at except being the teacher's pet? What else can you do except read, read, and read? She's such a nerd. Hearing these words had always been something I feared about. The more I heard these words, the more my heart wrenched. My self confidence, my self respect, all shattered. I wanted to open up. I wanted to be heard. But there was no one. Since I was a little kid, I always loved drawing and painting. Somehow I could forget everything and create what I wanted to. It truly made me happy. But the pressure around me, my family's desire made me think I should be a cardiologist. I should study hard. But later on, I realized if there are people who think bad of you, like those bullies, there will be people supporting you, wishing to see you happy. And those people were always around me, some of them being my friends. As they had started to set goals for their career in the future, working hard to follow their dreams and passions, I was motivated. That time, I realized my true passion for art, and I questioned myself, would I be happy if I became a cardiologist? What if I live my life doing what I love and not live for others? What if I proceed on to my career with my passion and my determination to make it real? It completely changed my point of view. This journey of my dreams, changing from being a cardiologist to being an artist, was beautiful. It had filled my life with colors. And now, when I look into the mirror, I thank God every day for making me special. And I thank myself even more for gathering up the courage to follow my dreams, despite not knowing the consequences that lies ahead of me. I thank myself more for being brave enough to do what makes me happy for the rest of my life. And all those insecurities I earlier faced, they feel like a dream I had 5 years ago. I believe the voice in your head will always think of success, but the voice in your heart will lead you to a beautiful path. I feel alive and I feel vibrant. Thank you.